questions that make you laugh out loud. If you are from Africa, why are you so white? That question is from the movie Mean Girls, by the way. Questions that are not really questions. Hey, if I attend your grand opening ceremony of the restaurant, can I get a free meal? Yet, I thought I could handle everything in life. And those questions got me like. So, after 10 hours of office work, I was going home with my favorite avocado smoothie in hands and staring at the starry night sky. An Uber driver initiated a conversation. And after a few lies, he asked me, okay, have you been a travel consultant for long? 2 months. Right after, at my second years of university, I moved to Miami with lots of struggles, but it turned out fine. It turned out all right at the moment. And he quickly replied, me too. First month hit the hardest. But it turned out fine for me, especially for an immigrant who speaks no English. And I thought it was very scary yet very brave of him, leaving his own country and coming to another country, starting over his life. And after a moment of silence, he continued, tell me, Hill, tell me, during these 2 months of work, what about work were you most proud of? After that, there was a long, long pause. Then, I replied, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have one. But you know, every time I complete an assignment from the client, I felt relief. I felt relief that it's done. But after a few weeks, just a few weeks after, I find some flaws in my work again. And that's why I keep working for this job. Because perfection and improvement are what keep me going. And then, there was this long, long lost in my answer that I felt inside me. I got lost in my own answer. And it was right at that moment that the Uber reached my home. And that question that he asked me, it just kept sticking inside my head. And it clung on me several days after. So, back at work, days later, I got a very unusual request from a client, finding a wedding photo shoot location that is abandoned, old, scary, idyllic. And this request got me thinking, okay, who would want their photo shoot taken in an old and scary building? That is a very weird request, right? But as a challenge lover, I gathered all my courage, my network, and of course, Google. And I determined to bring my A game to this request. And can you imagine what happened? After 1 week of research, of calling Google friends, of several calls across the whole world, I managed to find more than 10 different locations for the client. Some of them are a horror house, and also a beer brewing company, and most fascinatingly, an Astrodome Stadium, which used to be one of the world's 8 wonders. And then the client admitted that he didn't have high expectations because that request was very challenging for him. And then he also told me that, wow, I didn't really expect that you come up with something useful, especially like the National Stadium in Houston, Texas. And then he offered me some gifts. He wrote me a recommendation letter. And then he also praised my company service to be by far the best. And then at that moment, I rethought about the question from the Uber driver. Okay, what is feeling proud to be like? How can I feel proud? What makes my life proud? And then now, when I received the result from the email from the client, and I realized, okay, this is what proud feels like. For me, proud is like doing something without ticking off the checklist, without feeling relief, but actually feel proud of yourself. So after several months, I feel so magical because there are some questions that got me speechless. But this question keeps sticking in my head. And then it has become one of my life guiding principles. In every choice that I make, not only I try to give them the options so I can feel proud later, but I always try to do something more and more and more so I feel proud of myself after all. So now, with me, I want to invite you all to please close your eyes and take a deep breath, sit straight, and please let me ask you one question. When you tick off the checklist of million deadlines, a billion tasks that you make every day, would you actually feel relief? Or would you actually feel proud of yourself? Please open your eyes and